right. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Y'all, I just wanted to come in real quick, okay? Because I was just sitting outside looking back over some of my videos. And I just really noticed um, dancing, either dancing or dance, has been coming out a lot in a lot of my readings. Now, I done read that dancing on a spiritual level, it could mean certain things. But however, I want to look a little deeper, okay? I really want to know why dance or dancing been coming up in my readings a lot. My messages, thank you, Spirit, been coming up in my messages. So I have two cards. Maybe you can see them. That's one, and I got that one. I got two different cards. Now, I flipped the phone. I hope y'all can see them because I'm kind of in the dark right now, okay? But I want to talk about this. I want to go a little bit more in depth to figure out why dancing been coming out a lot, okay? So, So we're gonna look at both of these cards, okay? We're gonna look at both of them, all right, and see what spirit can share. Okay, we're in the wax and gibeahs, and we know we're like 2.5 days, or yeah, 2.5 days or so away from the full moon. But I have been noticing that this been coming out, and so we're gonna sit and talk about it, okay? So I got a couple of decks that I'm gonna work with so we can get some overall clarity, and then we're gonna utilize some Torah as well. So we wanna look at first dancing. We wanna look at dancing first. So I'm just gonna pull some overall, some one worders. Maybe they can kind of give me an insight of what it is we're going to be looking for when it comes to dancing. Okay? So, what is it about dancing? So, we're going to get all we can get from the little couple of cards I have in my hand. And then we're going to go a little deeper because I don't think that's no coincidence. Okay? It's a reason. All right? And I want to find out that reason tonight. Okay? All right, so for dancing, I got four cards. And the four cards that actually come out with dancing, we got schedule. So that talks about management, planning, organizing. Okay? We got live and learn. Live and learn talks about experience, training, development. Okay? We got marriage. That talks about sweet love, couple, dependency. And then we got endorsement. And endorsement actually come in the reverse. So that tells me it wasn't no friendliness, it wasn't no joy, and it wasn't no interaction. So I kind of feel like right off top, this kind of sound like some type of, I hate to say the word, y'all, but it's like it has something to do ritualistic, all right, with the dancing. But I don't want to assume, but for what I see, I'm kind of picking that up. Now, let's look at dance, all right? So let's put these cards at the top. Now, let's look at dance, all right? So, what is it about dance? We're looking at dance. Okay, so for dance, look like we got 4 cards as well. So the first card for dance, we got homeless. That talks about failure, castaway, poor. We got compromise. Compromise is coming in the reverse, meaning somebody didn't want to have no consideration about something, no reconciliation about something, nor did they want it in an agreement with something. Compromise in the reverse. You have aid. It talks about mercy, charity, and kindness. That's in the upright. And then you got promise. Promise is in, talks about responsible, confirmation, and assurance. All right. And that's with dance. So, again, this really sounds like some of the things that I feel it really don't take it don't take too much to kind of see what's really going on, especially if you kind of know my situation. All right, I really feel like really that's actually what type of stuff was going on here. Okay, but we're gonna go a little further now. Like I said, we're currently in the waxing crescent. No, waxing gibbous. Thank you, Spirit. And we will be in the full moon in 2.5 days. So, so Spirit, with what I'm seeing right here, this really seemed like some things was going on to stop, block something. All right, that apparently they used something dealing with dancing. All right, to do what they did. All right, it had something to do with dancing. Okay. So I don't know what type of practice that is, but it's something. Okay. Now, putting it all together, Spirit, what you can show me now from this deck. Putting it all together, both of it, everything we got out here. We got a total of 10 cards because we got 4 clarifiers for each of the dancing. We got dancing and we got dance out here. All right. So I'm going to take that one. I'm going to put that one here. Okay, we only got 2 to come out. Now, the 2 cards that come out, there go full moon. I told you we're 2.5 days from the full moon. And then we got fear. Okay? So we got full moon and we got fear. So I feel like that's really only confirming what I said already. I think this is. All right? Because with the full, cause you're gonna notice, even though I haven't been putting out my moon messages, I always do moon messages, usually around the new moon or the full moon. Okay, I always would do moon messages. All right, so it seemed like it could have been something that was going on around the full moon. All right. But whatever it is, they had a time that they did it. And with the live and learn, okay, I guess throughout experience, I guess, and training, okay, it has something to do with somebody having joy and happiness in their life. They didn't want that. That's the way I see that. Okay. And with the sweetheart couple in love, this could have been something that maybe potentially married couples was doing, or those that was in some type of union when it comes to the dancing. Now, when it comes to just the dance, we got there the homeless not having that help. Okay, uh, but then when you see aid and promise coming in the reverse, it was like that pulling away, want to take something from you for their own selfish gain. That's what I'm more so picking up on the other side. Okay. On one side, it was more targeted probably towards somebody's love life or happiness. And on the other side, it was more targeted to the earthly material gain. Okay. Now, so we got that. So now I'm ready to put just a little tarot on here now. Okay, because I feel like I'm really seeing why dance and dancing had been coming out in a lot of my messages. Because maybe around certain times that what they was actually doing. Okay. And then right now I see 1811 is the current time. That speaks volume itself. Not only is it letting me know my ancestors was in the midst the whole time, okay, the Most High was in the midst too. All right, so we got some tour now. We ain't gonna go deep, you guys, because I see the picture. I see the picture very well. Okay, I see it very well. All right. So, Spirit, now, since we got our clarifiers, we just going to talk about this dancing. We already got the overview of what it is all about. But we now want to get like the final closing on this. All right. So, give me a closing now about this dance. All right. You see the page. Okay, this here. We got a page of swords coming out. Okay. That talks about your potentials, okay, your intelligence, okay, being optimistic. And you see already, I told you with the indulgence, they have joy. They want to take your joy, your happiness away, the friendliness, all right, the interactions. That's okay. That's pretty much what's going on with my social media. Okay, but it's okay for them to come and invade my boundaries and spy, and knowing they ain't support nothing. Do you hear me? But we got a page of swords here. All right. Okay. So even though this page of swords here that talks about all the spying, the gossiping. Okay. All right. But tell me more. I want to know a final on this dancing. There go the Three of Cups, okay? There go the group of peoples came together. And I told you it could have been something dealing with couples, right? So with this Three of Cups, it could have just been three different couples, okay? And we already see like the celebrating, the having fun. That's with the dancing, right? So the Three of Cups, that talks about that, okay? That's that dancing right there. All right, tell me more. Give me one or two more, and we're gonna close this. There go the Five of Swords. Five of Swords, that right there, that could be some chaos, confusion, okay? And that's probably why fear is out here, okay? And then it also can talk about being deceptive, okay? All right? And then it also can tell me a little bit about uh, wanting to win something at all costs. All right. Some said take this one, Susan. There go the four of pentacles. All right. Somebody want trying to hold on to something. We see marriage out here, right? I don't know if they was trying to hold on to their marriage, trying to hold on to they planning they were doing, or trying to hold on to something when it comes to some training or some development, but they were trying to hold on to something. All right, they wanted control over something. Okay, all right. Empress, I see you down here laying on your side, midlight. Okay, you better lay them tools down too while you laying down. Okay, all right. Now let's go over here to dance. Let's go over here to dance. So I think we know now why it kept coming up in the reading. Because I was like, this card, these. I said, who do all that? I like to dance, but I don't dance that much. But now it makes sense to me. Because here go the page of wands. Okay, that talks about your messages. All right. There go your messages. All right. We already see uh what we seen out here already. There go the Ten Swords. Okay. There go the Ten Swords right there. All right. So you got the Page of Swords. The Page of Wands. You got the Ten of Swords. There go the Seven of Cups. There goes trying to have opportunities and all this and that. They made choices. They was in their well mind when they did what they did. Okay? Ain't nobody forced them into doing nothing that they did. It seemed like everybody that participated, they were willing. Okay? All right? That's the way I see that. Okay, you got the Seven of Cups. That talks about they just wanted an opportunity. We see promise out here. They want to try to get a promise, or they made promises with one another. Okay, all right. They was in expectation of something. Okay, and then there go the Tower. Okay, there go the Tower. That's why fear out here for the second time is confirming why Spirit is showing me fear. Okay, there go the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, I told y'all I've been doing videos for probably almost going on 4 years. This Seven of Pentacles just talk about it right here, how long they been doing this type of stuff. Now they sitting there, somebody's sitting there thinking about it while I'm talking. Cause they spine. Every time I pick up my card, it's like they got, instead of them having me on point on my social media, they got me on point in my own surrounding, the privacy. Okay. And there she go. Then I tell you, the Empress just keep telling on herself. She just keep on telling on herself. She just keep on showing up. It like most times won't even let her hide no more. Okay. There you go. It say 1818. I told you. She always around. And I know she had a big hand in there. And mid-later, I ain't lying. You gonna reap what you keep sowing. The more you sow out negativity, the more negativity they're gonna keep coming back to you. So give me a closing. So Spirit, I feel I saw all this very well. Give me a closing. And the final card, it flipped over. There it go. Seven of Swords. Say no more, Susan. Say no more. There it go. Seven of Swords. Talk to you later.